Today we're at the Covec facility to go and look at their new line as well as a little tour. So let's get straight into it. So I am joined by Elliot, who's going to go through what he does down here at Covec, as well as talk about a couple of your bikes.
Absolutely. Well, Tom, thank you very much for coming down today.
It's a pleasure.
Albeit a little bit rainy, but can't be the UK, hey?
Yeah.
So my name's Elliot. I'm the sales manager here at Covec, which incorporates Bullet jeans. I'm fortunate enough to have a couple of bikes, one of which is in here with us.
Yes.
This is my 21 Blade, and then
It's just beautiful. But yeah, so yeah, carry on with the other bike as well.
Yeah, the other one is a KTM SMCR 690, which
Beautiful.
we'll be bombing about on today.
But yeah, so if you don't mind, can we do that little tour that you were going on about, and then we'll go into some of the jeans possibly. Oh, well, of course we are, the new line that you've got, and I really want to touch on ReZero, if that's all right.
Absolutely, yeah. Happy to go through everything with you, mate. We'll start the tour, go through some jeans, and go for a ride.
Sweet, come on, let's go. For the tour, Elliot's colleague Jamie took us through their new warehouse, a warehouse that has already become too small to cater for their needs, as they're booming at an exponential rate with
7,000 to 8,000 units.
of the first batch of the 2024 line coming through the door and straight back out again. We also had a quick look at their studio, where they showed us a full suit made from Covec for a British multi-time speedway champ, Scott Nichols. Now, let's take a look at the new line. So back into where we started off, really, we're going to have a look at your new line. So if you wouldn't mind showing us, the people at home, and even me, this new range that you've got going.
Of course, yeah, not a problem. Well, we've got a few new bits and pieces for this year, Tom. All of it, better than we've ever done before. And it's
Lovely
really
to hear.
going to be a showstopper. So you can break the range down quite easily into three categories, which is, well, A, AA and AAA. So we'll start off with the core of the range, which is our AA. So this is a single layer jean. This is available in many different cuts, many different sizes,
Yeah.
many different styles. So, and I guess a bit of backstory really to understand what we're looking at is the materials we utilise for this. So what makes Bullet unique is Covec. So Covec is a material designed specifically for use in the motorcycle industry.
Okay.
It's our own in-house material, which is, again, specialised in protecting riders.
Yeah.
So there's three categories that you're sort of looking at for a protective yarn when on a motorcycle. There's abrasion resistance, which Covec's very good at.
Yep.
Low thermal transfer, so essentially meaning that you don't want a material to be susceptible to heat or build up along the road, for example,
Yeah.
because obviously when you're sliding down the road with that friction, it gets hot very quick.
Yeah, and you don't want it melting into your leg, which is not ideal, is it? So,
No.
Yeah, no.
So very good on that front as well. It has a very, very high melting point, so that's never something that you sort of come across.
Yeah.
And the other thing, which is very important, which can get overlooked, is longevity. So, when you're buying a riding item, and especially in the use case that you've got, out in the sun, sometimes out in the rain, inevitably here,
Yeah.
it needs to stay at its level of performance for as long as possible. Covec is an evergreen material, so it doesn't degrade over time, which is one of the biggest things for us as
Yeah.
well. So you'll have that level of protection, and it will always be there until the day in which, well, hopefully you don't need it, but
Yeah, if you do need it, it's there,
Exactly.
So the cuts on the Furies, I believe you said you've got extra short now as well. Is that correct? And then extra long for the tall boys out there. For myself, I'll probably go for the extra short. You don't do extra short? No? Nothing like that?
Well, I'll put a word in for you next year. Maybe
Cheers,
we'll
yeah,
get
just
some
measure
sort
my
of
leg as a reference.
I'll roll them up for you.
Yeah.
I'll roll them up for you. They'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also wanted to touch on the fact you said abrasion resistance. I remember when we went back to the bike shed when we first met, you were showing us a video of your testing out your jeans of being pulled behind is it back of a car?
It was a motorcycle
Yeah,
actually.
but
pulled by a
yeah.
motorcycle.
So I'll try and insert that clip somewhere on here so you guys can see it, or I'll put it in the link in the description so you can actually see the full length or the how strong the material actually is all the way back in. I don't know how many years ago that was, but
The specific video, which is the one you'll put up, is
Yeah.
probably around 2013.
Jesus, yeah. I was 14 then, for reference. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the next set of jeans, the set that you want to go on to next.
So these here are our Fury. So this is a new colourway that we've got for this year, which is a really nice sort of acid wash blue.
Yeah.
We've always done this historically in a black, but of course, you know, we have
Times
to
have
provide
changed,
option,
yeah.
and there's times of change, and especially for the ladies, you know, we have sort of every option under the sun. Of
Yeah.
course, you know, we're at Bullet, the only thing we do is jeans. You know, we do them very well, and we do a lot of them. So
Yeah.
more than ever before, we do 9 options now for ladies.
That's, what's it, 3 more than the men's as well, like you were saying?
3
off
more
cam,
than
yeah.
men's, yes. We do 6 options for men. Men are nice and easy. You know, it either needs to be black, blue,
Yeah.
maybe grey or
Yeah,
a cargo.
yeah.
And then, of course, we do those in slim, straight and easy as well. And that provides every sort of option for the men. For
Yeah.
the ladies, you know, we do our jegging, which is really nice and lightweight, nice and stretchy, and will be something that fits most, if not everybody. And then from there, we do also more of a legging style. We do the AA jean style like we
Yeah.
had for the men's range. We even do it in the AAA as well, which is not offered by many other people.
Yeah, no. So moving on to your AAA range, can we look at the Guardian? Something that I really had my eye on at the bike shed purely because of the construction, and you saying that it was AAA. I thought you were pulling my leg, but obviously not, right? So
Yeah, so this is brand new for this year. This is something that we've been working on for some time now. Essentially what we've done is beefed up the level of Covec that we've put into
Right.
the denim to allow it up to that highest level. So it's very, you know, you would not assume that this is, as you said, a
yeah,
AAA
literally.
product.
For me, what I normally do, so I try and open it from the inside and go through, try and get my like. It sounds weird, get my finger through, trying to get through the leg so I can see like how stretchy it is, or like if I see my finger through it, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That sort of little perception. And for me, it just. If you had this up on a rail in like a designer shop, you would just instantly think it was just like their pair of jeans, their staple ones. You know, you wouldn't instantly think this was a motorcycle jean, you know. Super flexible, and I love the stretch on it, so it's very forgiving for people of my stature. So that's quite a nice thing to have. Also, the little features that you have here, like little, what would you call this, a belt loop, so you can attach your keys, like a little bit of a fashion sort of like
Exactly.
accessory there. Anyway, yeah, this was absolutely brilliant. I loved looking at this, even all the way back at the bike shed. And you said on here, armour goes from the outside in?
Yes, outside external entry for the armour pockets here. Again, sort of as you mentioned in terms of the overall quality of the Guardian, with it being our flagship item, you know, there's nothing left unturned here.
Yeah.
We've ticked every box in terms of the attention to detail. I mean, it's absolutely second to none. And I'm pleased you notice the stretch in it as well.
Yeah.
So we utilise a really, really high quality elastane across all of our denims as well. So it allows the product a nice bit of stretch, a
Yeah.
good amount of movement, which
A more
is
natural feel as well. So-
exactly. And you know, you can't have a motorcycle jean that's incredibly rigid because you know there's such an array of bikes as well out there. You know, you could have your knees cramped up inside you,
Yeah.
or stretched out.
Yeah.
Either way, you know, you'll always benefit from stretch.
Yeah.
And yeah, that
makes
it to
up
be really
that.
nice.
Also, something that you brought out at the event is the new armour that you can be utilising in these jeans. Something that I don't think many people have seen. It was only a select few actually that I think have seen this. I've not seen it
Yes.
much on the interwebs. So if you can go into that and the reason why you've actually gone for this new armour.
Yeah, of course. So this is one of the new armours here from our new partner, ReZero. So they are brand new to the market this year. They have a completely different take on armour itself, so
Yeah.
it gives a really nice, refreshing feel to it. And the first thing you'll notice with these is the fact that they're incredibly, incredibly lightweight and flexible.
Yeah.
So that is one of the main reasons that we moved to it. You know, Bullet has always been about having the best amount of performance whilst being nice and discreet.
Yeah.
At the same time as well, and of course comfortable. You know, if you're not comfortable in a pair of, well, it doesn't matter what you're wearing, if you're not comfortable, you're not going to want to wear them.
No, exactly.
With this, it's a completely new type of construction, which allows it the properties it has. So it's, as opposed to the sort of typical PU that
Yeah.
most armours are using today on the market, this is a new type of TPE. So that's a thermoplastic, which
Okay.
allows it to have its properties. So, you know, a lot of armours will sort of go on the basis of being soft to
Yeah.
the touch, and they'll go hard on impact. This utilises the tubes across the face of the armour to spread the load.
Right.
So that's how it works instead, as opposed to being soft and then hard. It is sort of the same state throughout, which again allows it to be the shape it is.
One thing I want to touch on, because I always look at the back here, just read the fine print, everyone. So it's the T plus and the T minus. You don't really get that often with other forms of armour that I guess you already know about. So that actually is something that's kind of nice. Obviously, we're not going to be in those temperatures all the time, but just having the nicety of like this will last a long time, no matter what the condition. It's just a really nice thing to have in the back of your pocket, right? So, yeah, so it's T plus, T minus. This is also in the level 1 version of it as well. And obviously you can't see it through the camera, but this, when he says it's lightweight, it's unbelievably light. I can't even say it myself. So, yeah, fantastic. Right, so should we go and get kitted up and go out for a ride? Is that all good? Is everything you wanted to say?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, go get a coffee and get out of here. Yeah, sweet. Also, before I forget even, so we're going to have people joining us. We have Lewis joining us. Is there someone from your team joining us as well?
Yes, we'll have Jamie, our production manager, with us. So, you know, he's the man behind the operation, really. You know, he makes everything you see before you. So, yeah, we'll catch up with him later too.
Yeah, rolling out in a squad. Come on, let's go.
So Tom, what are your jeans like?
I think they're pretty good, to be fair, so far. What surprised me the most is that I am quite short. I'll out it now, I am 5'3", so their short leg I thought was going to be a little bit too short, but no, as soon as you move the armour up to the right place, it's in a decent enough location. But yeah, I mean, if I could do it again, what would you do? Would you go for like a short leg or an extra short leg?
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about the new range, the new 2024 Covec range, is that they did an extra short, which for me I need. So the short leg, yeah, if it's okay, I'm just bunching up.
Yeah, I get you, yeah.
I'm just bunching up a little bit, and even in my armour is in the top position, it's just sitting on my knee. But just to look like a normal pair of jeans, I think I just need the extra short just to stop that bunching up the top. But,
yeah,
I mean,
to get the perfect fit.
Exactly, yeah, but putting them on first impressions, they fit great, like just around the leg, and like, I suppose from top to bottom, they just feel like regular jeans, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, they feel 10 times better than the normal jeans that I rocked up on, you know, because obviously we were coming down here expecting to just test them out and what have you. I wanted to have the real comparison between what it would be like to have a normal pair of jeans to these right now. And I much prefer the ones that I'm wearing now by bullet over the ones that I came down on. And,
I've always said this, like, I mean, I wear normal jeans on the way here too, obviously, because we knew we were going to be testing some. But just putting on some Covec jeans, in the back of my mind, I know I've got Covec jeans on. I know I'm protected.
Yeah,
so
it's
I just
unreal.
feel like I've got more confidence just to get round corners a little bit better. Like, in my normal jeans, I'm scared to get down, like, just in case I do low sides, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you completely. The stretchiness of it, because obviously you have different cuts. You've got the straight cut on, and because of my modern stylistic choice nowadays, I do go for the baggier option. These easy fit ones just fit perfectly. The way that it silhouettes down my body, even though being a short leg, so I think around, is it 30 for a standard short leg?
Yeah.
That is the standard I normally go for with the baggy jeans. And the way it's drooping down, I don't have to roll up the ends. It just sits nicely around the ankle area and covers my boots completely, you know?
Yeah, that's the good thing about it. I mean, I say these are probably a little bit too long for me, which they are, but even the extra short, are still going to cover that gap between my low ankle boots.
Yeah,
so I
exactly.
don't have a gap between there.
Where you had that issue when you... Sorry, carry on.
I was going to say, that's just the one thing that really bugs me. You know, you put on a pair of jeans and that fit you standing up, but as soon as you get on the bike, they ride up and you've got like an air gap down here, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That air gap between the boot and your jeans is not ideal, especially in this UK weather. It's not the one to go for, I don't think. But yeah, overall, man, I genuinely, this has been a bliss to ride in so far. I know we're not at the destination yet, and we can now do long-term testing because we get to use these for a longer period of time. But I reckon there's nothing that's going to take away from these jeans. There's exciting new stuff coming in for 2024, that is for sure.
I was going to say, just like you mentioned at the start, you know, they've got such a big range, including the AAA Guardians. I'll let you carry on.
Yeah, so, sorry, that was a nice little blip through there. The range entirely, so we have 6 for the men. I guess we are more plain when it comes to the colours and what have you. But the ladies' choice is what blew me away, is that they have 9 different options. Obviously they have all this different leg lengths, and the 9 options the 9 options are for the varying degrees of jean styles, right? It's not the sizing or anything like that. That's when it goes to another level where you have all the way down to, what's it, like an extra short leg onto the extra long leg as well. And then you have the different cuts. It's the versatility you get with like the Bullet range is what gets it for me, you know? So like there's definitely going to be a style that you're going to choose and going to like. Whereas other manufacturers, they stick to a staple and only have a limited range, you know? So
I 100% agree. It just gives you so much more option.
But yeah, so hopefully the next bit that you see from us is us arriving at Caffeine and Machine, as long as we can keep up with the boys from Bullet up ahead.
So we've just been to Caffeine and Machine. It's just opened up. It was a fantastic day out. We had a nice little meal inside, lovely little chat. Got to review the bikes, the jeans that is, on the way down here on our lovely little bikes, even though the weather was horrendous. But absolutely loved just the day, to be honest. What about you?
Yeah, no, it's been cracking. So we rarely get opportunities like this to come out the office and, you know, test the products that we sell to you guys. So it's a fantastic opportunity. So Elliot from Bullet has given us this opportunity to come down and chuck on a pair of their new range, which has been great. Me and Tom have had a good old test in the pants weather. But yeah, no, it's been a really good day. Been a good opportunity.
But yeah, so thank you for inviting us down. Anything that you want to add apart from the fact that you might want to clean your bikes now in this sort of condition? Yeah.
I mean, we joked about it earlier, but I think definitely for me, I don't know about you, Jamie, this is the wettest I've ever taken the KTM out in.
Yeah, you know, the Duke has seen better days. It's seen some worse, but this is definitely up there as one of the wetter days that it's gone out. So, but it's been a good time anyway. We've had a good day.
And may I just add, like, the variety of bikes that have come out today, it's phenomenal. So we did a proper good testing on these jeans. So yeah, so I thought you were going to say something, were you?
Yeah, all jokes aside, mate, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you guys down. As we said, you know, Infinity, you guys have supported the brand for near on a decade now, so it's brilliant to be able to, you know, showcase the new range with you guys, and hopefully as soon as it hits the shop floors, we can make sure that.
Yeah, it's been massive. It's always a good touch for us as to get our hands on them as quickly as possible. You know, they're expected to drop in our stores pretty soon, so to get an idea of what it's like is a great opportunity. So yeah, they land in stores soon, be available on the website, pretty sharpish. So we'll keep an eye on it and we'll let you know.
By the time this video goes out, they will be online and in store, so go check that out. If you did like this video and want to see future videos like this later down the line, then let us know in the comments. Be sure to subscribe, ride safe, and see you all soon. Yeah? Is that alright?
Yeah.
Started shaking. I'm shaking.
Get back on. Got the wet
breeze.
kit back on.
The breeze.
It's getting chilly, yeah. Smile and wave, boys.
Smile and
wave.